So we're about to make a custom order now. Have the flavor ready. It's orange and mango. So we'll be making a custom order for a newborn baby. Her name is Ameline. Ameline. And goes the flavor.
There you go. Oh, guys, you could, if you only could smell this. So we have about 10 kilograms of sugar, so
10 kilograms.
22 pounds of sugar, and some glucose as well.
So we use about 1/4 of the amount of sugar, just a bit over a quarter actually. Glucose to 1 amount of sugar. And the same goes for the water. And we had it boiling up to 150 degrees Celsius. That'll be about 310
in Fahrenheit? Yeah, something like that. So this pot will contain about 13 kilograms of molten sugar.
something like that.
Yes, so 26 pounds.
The pot itself is about 6 kilos.
18.
So no gym for me tonight.
So 36, 40 pounds. I'm gonna follow you to the table.
Just the bars, just a little bit more. Funny thing about the orange flavor, it's an oil-based flavor and it boils up a lot more than other flavors.
You can see it's actually quite foamy.
Yeah.
It looks like
It's close.
So we have a pool of uncolored sugar.
This one's actually a pretty easy color. The one we made before this batch was a lot more difficult. This one is, I think it's about pretty much our standard orange color.
So straight from the bottle.
Yeah, probably add just a little bit brown to it to give it more, to take away the the highlights in the color, the brightness. That was the word I was looking for. Thanks.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell the right color from this point. I see orange. I see a lot of reflection.
And now you can see orange, but most colors, just one dark pool. And I'll be using the bars to check the color.
Oh yeah, like a sample board. A little question on the color. Are you able to add more color later in the process? So when you're making the big roll and you've noticed that you are coming short on, let's say, orange,
You need to mix in the color at just at the time when you just pour out the sugar.
so at this point.
No, this point is actually already too late to mix in colors. We can mix in the citric acid as we're doing now, or as Ilse is doing right now, in the white color. But for the liquid colors, we need the sugar to be as liquid as possible, so it can get mixed in nicely.
So you have only one shot to mix in colors, or at least the liquid colors, so only when the sugar is liquid. And at this point, you can add some white powder to make it white, and in goes a little bit of citric acid.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But for the main colors or for the other parts of the candy, the damage is done now and there's no way back. If we get it wrong, then the whole batch is effed up. Now we're cutting out the amount of orange needed to make the name, to make that love heart in the middle.
So you can see it's still liquid on the inside of the slab,
The inside
but the
is-
outside is actually
the outside is
hard enough to
because of the
to be cut or to crackle.
Let's do that.
So we have orange to make the letters that go inside of the candy, and I see a little heart as well. And then we have white to go on the inside and a little bit on the outside as well. Okay. But it's you have to be very careful with this one. Since this was white colored, it will give the candy a white color.
You can see the difference
Yeah.
before and after.
So it became very white, very fluffy, and it almost doubled in volume. Prepared into a rectangle shape. It's about a half an inch or one thumb, small finger thick. First letter coming up.
That will be the A.
The A, that's the first letter.
M-E-L-Y-N. A little bit more. Yes. Good. A.
So Kim, you're making the text, literally the ink in the letters,
Yeah.
and Ilse is providing you with pieces to go in between them.
We always need to make some kind of square or rectangular letter, and that means that we need positive spaces and negative spaces, and in this case the white will be the negative space, which will lead to the A being a rectangular shape and easy to fit everything together.
So the letters will keep its shape since there's a piece of white sugar in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need something to support the positive spaces, and that'll be the white. I'm actually happy with this size in comparison to the white and the orange that we have. So you guys be aware that we're all Dutch or Belgian, and we try to speak Dutch or Belgian.
We even have a spare
We
Belgian.
have Dutch and Belgian folks in the house. So this is the M.
Meanwhile, you can see this is a live shop with a huge window, so people come and stop by. So you actually have a live show going on every day.
E. We'll teach you guys one whole sentence or one word in English this episode. And I'd say baguette. Baguette.
Baguette, which translates into baguette.
Baguette.
Stockbroke. A little I and then a little V on top.
That makes Y.
Okay.
So the heart is embedded in the.
And the white that
White.
doesn't go anywhere.
put in the dent where the white triangle will
You
go.
can see the
Need to look out
the-
for
yeah,
deformations.
the butt crack.
Yeah.
So we have two
Ventricles.
ventricles.
Hartkamers.
All right. The white triangle to fill up the empty space. And then some whites to go on top.
So cover it up.
And then after shaping this piece a bit,
Doing some heart surgery.
heart surgery, exactly.
So the name on top.
The name goes on top. And in, there we go. So this piece of white goes on top. And then just a little bit more on the bottom. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna use that part of the roll to start stretching. Oh, this one will fit perfectly.
Keep my fingers crossed. Not an inch to spare. Fits like a glove.
It's like a glove.
Ace Ventura would be proud of you.
And then for the last part, it doesn't get any bigger than this. So, stretching the name, the lock part, the white, and the outside colors works best this way. So by grabbing everything together and making like a baseball shape, it'll be easy for us to stretch the whole thing out, trying to have the offcut as small as possible. We'll be reusing that piece to make some lollipops out of it. Probably we will be using making lollipops at the beginning of the batch as well, because by stretching and grabbing all of the pieces, we might have some deformations, but it actually does look really good already.
You can tell right now, yeah?
Yeah, but I'll make some lollipops first.
So this is the actual size of the candy rods that you're making. So wow, it actually goes thin all the way. And by making it thin gradually, the shape keeps in shape. That's one huge lollipop. Whoa.
That's a big lollipop. We give them to our customers.
That's about 10 centimeters or something like that.
Yeah.
About 3-4 inches in
I'm not sure how
diameter.
to calculate
Yes.
inches and centimeters.
I guess it's 2 and something centimeters per inch.
I think you're right.
But you can see from the same batch, we actually can make several types of end products. So Kim is stretching and Ilse is chopping them into roughly 80 centimeters, 60 centimeters rods. So half a yard or 3 feet. The
How do you
size.
know that stuff? How do you know how much a yard is
It's the size of a decent dwarf. Yeah, it's gnome. Gnome is the word. Sorry, garden gnome. Huge pile of candy always draws a crowd. So multiple kids and parents alike, they gathered near the window. This is by far the most popular part of the candy making process for most of them. The chopping and the molding. And in the meanwhile, Ilse is preparing the big surprise lolly by writing the name on this one. Undo them very well. But here you go. Here we have Ameline or Ameline. Still not sure how to pronounce it. And that will be turned over to the parents of this little kid as a little gift. So the final results.
I'm actually pretty happy with that.
I'm pretty sure Ameline will be very happy with that as well.